Now, a lot of you will ask the question, if God is so loving, if God is so merciful, why is He allowing something like the coronavirus pandemic to happen in our world today? So through a lot of prayer and a lot of reading of scripture, I believe I figured out the things God is trying to show us right now during this coronavirus pandemic. Today, I'm going to share the 5 reasons why I believe God is allowing this to happen. Oh, and by the way, my name is Darius, and this is my channel, Walking with Jesus. Hello everyone, like I said, today I'm going to be sharing the 5 reasons why I believe God is allowing the coronavirus pandemic to happen in our world today. Reason number 1, God is trying to tell us to appreciate our family members and people that are close to us. Now I'm sure a lot of you have lost a family member or some close friend, and it's a very sad feeling. But it's an even worse feeling when you lose someone that's close to you and you didn't have a good relationship with them, because you tend to have this regret and remorse, wishing that you can make peace with them, but it's too late. And right now, hundreds and thousands of people are just getting dragged into hospitals to stay in quarantine for 14 days, and their family members and close friends cannot even go see them, and may never get to see them again if they sadly pass away. So believe it or not, when you lose someone in your family or someone that's close to you, it grows the love stronger within the family or the community, because you tend to look at everyone that's around you as more valuable and you cherish them a lot more. It says here in Ecclesiastes 9:12, moreover, no one knows when their hour will come. If you and I have no idea when we're gonna die, why should we have enemies or hatred amongst people? God is telling us to make peace with the people here on earth while we can see them, touch them, while they're in the flesh. Do not wait until they die and it's too late. Reason number 2, God is showing us that we are all equal. This coronavirus has no mercy towards age, color, creed, or race. It has killed children, it has killed young adults, it has killed the elderly, it has killed the rich, it has killed the middle class, it has killed the poor. My point is, anyone can be infected by this disease. Now it says here in Romans 3:23, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. We are all sinners in this world. Don't get mistaken by, how people might look or how high someone might be in the world. No, although we might feel like we're so different in this world, we need to stop judging people, stop scorning people, stop looking at people differently from their appearance, because God is showing us that if this coronavirus can kill anyone here on earth, then we're really not that much different than we think. Because at the end of the day, we are all sinners in need of God's mercy and grace, which is what He's trying to show us. Reason number 3, God is telling us that we need to stop planning. For it says here in Proverbs 19:21, many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. So how many of you guys probably plan for a great summer this 2020, or even a phenomenal 2020 year? The year that you're gonna make all your dreams come true, all your aspirations, because we were planning for it, weren't we? But look at us now, at our house, in our homes, confined to the world. All of our plans were just swept away, because sometimes we just tend to think that we know what's gonna happen in the next 2-3 weeks or months, and it is just so silly, because it says here in Matthew 6:34, therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. So God is trying to show us in this pandemic that we need to take it one day at a time. Focus on today. You woke up today, you're watching this video. How blessed are you to just be here, breathing life? We tend to want to, plan our whole future out, our whole career. We don't even know if tomorrow is going to be our last day. Why do you think today is called the present? Because the present is a gift. It is a gift that God has given us to enjoy. Today is the day that the Lord has made. Rejoice and be glad in it. Reason number 4. This one is for believers. God is testing our faith right now. It says here in Proverbs 3 verses 5 through 6, personally one of my favorite verses. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. Trust in God with all your heart. What does that mean? That means to trust God even when times get hard, even when there seems to be no way. In this pandemic right now, are you going to turn your back on God and say, I don't believe in you because you are not blessing me, you are destroying all my plans, you are tearing down this world? Or do you still trust him? Do you still believe him? Do you still acknowledge his greatness and how amazing of a God he has been to you your entire life? For it says here in Deuteronomy 31:8, the Lord himself goes before you, and he will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. So it's clear. God says, do not be afraid. Trust in me. Trust in me when the times are bad, when the times are good, when there seems to be no way, when it is going well for you. Still continue to trust in me and do not be afraid, for I will take care of you. So right now, if you have your full health and you are strong, that is a huge blessing and a huge gift. So be grateful for that and continue to pray for those who are suffering. Please don't lose hope. Fix your eyes on Jesus Christ and God our Father. Do not be afraid, everyone. Reason number 5. God is showing us all in this world right now that he is in control. You know, we sometimes tend to feel like we have so much control and power over situations that we can put things into place and order things. And God looks down at us and probably just laughs because we know nothing. And those that are most guilty of wanting to be in control of the world and everything are our world leaders. You know, just think about this. They don't even have control over a virus, much less the entire world. God is trying to tell us that yes, there might be some people that are much wealthier than others and lower and middle class, but at the end of the day, we are all the same. We are all human beings on this earth. And there is one higher being right now that is in control of this entire situation. 100 years ago, there was a flu called the Spanish flu, and it was an extremely deadly pandemic, killed millions of people. But 100 years ago, they didn't have any, professional doctors, nurses, technology, science. Now let's advance 100 years later to where we're at now. With all the technology we have, all the advanced doctors, nurses, scientists, and we still cannot figure out a cure for this disease. Please understand, this is not in our control. This is obviously someone greater than all of us here on earth. It is time for us to look up to the one who has power and control over everything here on earth, under the earth, and in heaven. Now, I'm going to go back to the question that I asked in the beginning of the video. If God is so loving, if God is so merciful, why does he allow these things to happen? Now it says here in Romans 8 verse 28. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. For in all things, God works for the good of those who love him. What is that telling us? That even in a pandemic like this, can we fix our eyes on God and his son Jesus Christ and realize that he is doing something to better our world right now? Even though it might not seem like it, he is. For it says here in Isaiah 55 verses 8 through 9, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So if we try to make an understanding of what God is doing in this world right now, we are going to be pulling our hair like we're doing right now. Instead, we need to follow the orders, stay inside, stay with your families, make good connections with them, and look towards God and His Son, Jesus Christ, which is the light in the darkness. And of course, pray for these doctors, nurses, healthcare workers, people putting themselves on the front line and risking their lives for our well-being. And I will also continually pray that God grants someone on earth the knowledge and understanding to come up with a cure for this disease so we can get back to normality. But as of now, we need to turn our eyes to God and trust in Him that He is doing His will right now. Now, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you got a different perspective on the coronavirus pandemic, and hopefully you guys see it in a whole new light and a whole new image. Like always, I believe you're right where you need to be, to hear about the truth that's going to set you free, to walking with God and His Son, Jesus Christ. So thank you guys again for watching. Please drop a like below, subscribe to my channel, and remember to spread love because God is love. Have a blessed one, everyone, and I will see you in the next video.